I went to class this morning. I asked some really great questions because of course I had a vanilla latte this morning. So that gave me a boost in energy, but I'm crashing now. And I'm crashing down like really hard. So I'm gonna show you guys my favorite tips and tricks to really just pick myself up. So if you guys are caught up on my videos, in my last video I showed you guys the Reserve products and I showed you how I incorporated in my smoothies as well as my hot chocolate. And today I'm going to share with you my very special hot chocolate recipe. It's a secret recipe, but it is the best hot chocolate on the market, y'all. I just use a regular Swiss Miss mix and I put it inside of my Keurig, and then I add all of my beautiful adaptogen powders that are going to give me a boost in energy because, y'all, when I tell you caffeine makes you crash and makes you crash and makes you crash out hard. So I like to use adaptogen powders instead. I like to mix in a little bit of ashwagandha, maca, as well as lion's mane, and I'll give you a little rundown on each of their benefits. So maca is going to balance your mood and increase your energy. It also fights stress, and with the semester beginning as well as me diving into a new position at my job, stress is at an all-time high. I'm not gonna lie to you. The other adaptogen that I like to use is lion's mane. Lion's mane is great for improving your gut as well as your brain health. And you know, I'm in school, so I need my brain to be functioning at an all-time high. And this is really awesome, especially for those long meetings when you're just like sitting there and you're ready to like crash out. Yeah, take some lion's mane. And then ashwagandha, of course, everyone's been taking this. It's great for balancing your mood. It's also great for increasing your muscle strength. So I like to work out in the evenings. That's also like a little pick me up. I don't know about y'all, but I love to work out in the evening, especially like really late night workouts. Try it out. Do like a 12 a.m. workout. I promise you it'll change your life. I did that during my That Girl journey. I don't know why I was working out that late at night, but it was sort of like the summertime and it was just great. So get some friends and we're gonna get pumped and we're gonna do a workout at 12 a.m. Yes, it's great. But I like to mix all of these, guys. It literally takes me from feeling like all hope is lost to feeling like I can conquer the world. So I definitely highly recommend these powders. If you click the link in my description box, you can get 50% off of all of these. So make sure to click the link in my description box and the link will be applied at the checkout. And let me know how you guys like my oh so special, you know, That Girl hot chocolate, because it's literally so good. It's the thing that I look forward to every day. It's like a warm hug. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just reels you in, holds you tight. It feels like a motherly figure. Like, this is like a mom in a cup. It's like your mom coming into your room with the medicine in the little cup and she's like, take this, you'll feel better. This is me giving that to you. This is a mom in a mug and everyone should drink this. And yeah, and that's pretty much that. So I'm going to hop on this meeting, and then around 6:30 I'm going to start winding down and I'll take you guys throughout the entire process. See ya. I'm back on campus and today is officially the first day of the semester. It's Tuesday, so this is the first day for me because I only have Tuesday, Thursday, and then a Friday seminar. So I'm super excited. I missed my first two classes because I was still traveling back to Columbus because I had a funeral to attend, but now I'm just getting all my stuff together. I packed everything inside of my bag, but I bought these little cleansing wipes from Amazon. They came in like a pack of 100. They're called the Care Touch cleansing wipes. I put a few of those inside of my bag because I like to wear blue light readers when I'm writing my notes. And I also have another pair. This is the other pair. They're just like a tortoise shell. Really nice, and I love using these when I'm like writing notes. They sit really nice on the bridge of my nose. I think I'm just gonna wear the clear frames because they're super cute and chic. I carry a Jester North Face backpack because it has a really nice like laptop pocket, and then I keep my iPad in there. I always bring my computer charger with me to class, just because sometimes when I'm walking to class, walking around, I like to stay out, so I might go to Union or anything like that when I have a class in person. But the time is currently 12:56, as you guys can see on my calendar. If you guys don't already have this, make sure you get the Google Calendar app on your phone. And if you followed my tips and tricks of putting in all of your classes, the medium size widget, you can see all the days of the month, and then all of your events are on the right side of the screen. It's really nice. I love it this way. It's just super helpful when I'm going throughout the day to be able to see like what is up next. So at 2:20 I have my Italian cinema class, and when I click on it, because I put all the details inside of the event, I can see what hall my class is and what room number it is, and then it shows you walking directions from wherever you are how to get to class. Of course, as you get more acclimated to your campus, you'll learn shortcuts and ways to get there faster, but it's really helpful for like the first week of class for you to just be able to navigate the campus and not have to keep asking people like, where's this hall or whatever. You can just look on maps. So I'm gonna head to class. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful semester. This is 4.0 season for all of the That Girls out there. If you aren't already, make sure to sign up for my email list so that you are part of the That Girl newsletter. I'm hoping to utilize this as a medium to just, you know, converse with you all, have really dope conversations, send off really dope resources that I like to use throughout the semester to help me kill it. And if you're not already subscribed, like, what are you doing? Join me. Like, join the tribe. There's thousands of us who are trying to become the best versions of ourselves this year and many years to come, and I want to be able to grow with you all. Back from my first day of classes, and crazy enough, I didn't have any classes. I walked all the way 10 minutes, like 10 to 15 minutes from my dorm, and the man didn't even show up. So I don't know what's going on, but it's like a 2-hour class and he was nowhere to be found. So, you know, but I found this really cool place. It's like a computer lab. I'll definitely be going there during the week to work when I don't want to just like stay here and be on my computer in my room, because that's no way to live. I feel like there's no work-life balance because I do all of my work in my life in my room. Right now I am getting ready to go to the gym. I wanted to do like a first week of classes, kind of like adjusting, getting into the feel of things type of vlog. So you guys are gonna walk with me through just kind of like easing into my routine, and that's if this class actually still exists, because the man really did not show up today, y'all. Like, we were really concerned, and there was all of 3 people in the class, so that makes me think that maybe it was online, but I got no emails, I got no Carmen messages, so I really don't know what that was all about. So if that happens, that I actually don't have that class, I still only have classes on Tuesday, Thursday, and then I have a seminar on Fridays. So all of my classes are over by around like 5 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm thinking on Tuesdays and Thursdays I can use that as like the day, as I'm already like in the swing of things, to go work out. And then Mondays and Wednesdays are content days, so obviously I want to still be put together, don't want to be all sweaty or anything like that. So I'm going to use Mondays and Wednesdays as like content days, and I won't work out then. So I'll probably do Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays or Sundays, maybe Sunday nights. And then, like, you know, Friday and Saturday is the weekend. I get to really rest, get back into the flow of things. So I think that's the type of routine I'm going to use for working out. As far as other habits are concerned, I'm really trying to drink a lot more water. Another drink that I've really been enjoying are these strawberry mango sparkling waters, because if you're anything like me, I love pop. I love me a good Sprite. Like, Sprite could really sponsor me, specifically McDonald's Sprite. However, I need to try drinking healthier options. So this is 0 calories, and it tastes really good. So, and I'm not just saying that, like, it actually really tastes good. Tomorrow will be my first day of kind of fleshing out what I want my work day on Wednesdays to look like, because I could use it as like a 9 to 5 to really just set up calls with people. So I'm going to work out tonight and kind of see what time I naturally wake up tomorrow, and then we'll kind of go from there. I did Gia's flyer, I did my Curology post, and I also did my solo post. But I'm really loving this. And then there's a couple of pre-assignments that I need to do, as well as a discussion board post. And this is just for the entire week. Like, this is going to be due on Sunday. So I like to have all of that just right here. A couple of people have also been asking me questions about how I set up my notebooks inside of OneNote, because most schools have subscription services for Microsoft. This is the easiest way that I keep track of everything. So let's say, for instance, this one is done. So for my production design entrepreneur class, pretty much just set up each week. Normally you would go all the way up to 15 weeks. At the top, I just have a tab for course info. In here, I have the grading scale. Then I have the course schedule in here. I imported a PDF document that she had on our Carmen Canvas page. I have the course info. I have the credit hours, because for whatever reason, every year I constantly forget how many credit hours a class is. Always make sure you are aware of how many credit hours a class is when you are in college, because if you are not aware, the college GPA is not calculated the same as like your high school GPA. So in high school, all of your classes are essentially weighted the same, unless it's like an AP or IB course. However, in college, classes can be weighted differently according to credit hours. So credit hours meaning how many hours, essentially about a week, that you would spend on that course. So if you have a class that is a lab, typically labs are 4 to 5 credit hour courses, meaning that when you go to calculate your GPA, you're going to have to multiply the number that is allotted to the type of grade that you get. So let's say, for instance, you get an A. An A is a 4.0. Right? So if it's 3 credit hours, then you'll multiply 4 by 3 and get 12. And that will be 12 units applied to that course. So let's say, for instance, you bust your butt off. You're working super hard and you get an A in a 1 credit hour course. That's only going to apply 4 units to your degree. And all of those are going to average out and create your cumulative GPA, and also your semester-wise GPA, which can get you qualified for like Dean's List. Just make sure that you are aware of that, because a lot of people don't discuss that. I don't know if I was the only one who didn't really know that, but my freshman year, I wasn't aware of that. Also, another thing, if you are transferring universities, although your credits may transfer, your GPA will not transfer. Your GPA is only applicable to the current university that you are at. So my freshman year, I took all of like, you know, prereq courses, as well as some pre-major courses for like the communications PR type of route. I took an intro to journalism class, intro to marketing, as well as an intro to PR class. I took a stats class, and I think a few other classes that also would help me fulfill my high school requirements to graduate. I just needed one more English class, I think. So with that being said, I had 3.98 GPA at the University of Cincinnati. However, when I transferred over to Ohio State for my first year, which was technically my freshman year here, which was fall of 2020, I started all the way over. So I got a 3.5 my first semester, so I made the Dean's List. However, my GPA did not transfer from both semesters at the University of Cincinnati. So I'm not going to have the boost of my 3.98 GPA from the University of Cincinnati. So that has its pros and it also has its cons. But for me, since I started out initially going into really hard business core classes, it kind of set me back. Because, I mean, it didn't set me back necessarily because I'm ahead of the game, but it's just not a great reflection of the type of work and effort that I put into college as a whole. It's only representative of what I've done here at Ohio State. I got straight to it, and these are typically the courses that, you know, kind of take people's GPA down a little bit, but in my case, because I had nothing else, it's just, this is a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder. My GPA is not the beautifulest, but I'm not below. I have a 3.4, I think, at this point, and I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed because, first of all, C's get degrees. Don't let anyone make you feel bad about your C's. College will really humble you. You'll fail an exam and get right back up the next minute and be like, okay, guys, where are we going to eat? What are we going to do this weekend? Like, you just have to move forward. So I've definitely had to learn how to pivot and like figure out what works for me and what doesn't. But these are just some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. And I hope this was helpful to some of you, because some people are first gen students. Some people have never experienced transferring. Some people have never even done the like college credit plus process. So I hope you guys heard me loud and clear and really understand and know that I'm speaking to you from experience. So make sure you're taking notes. I'm going to hydrate myself a little bit and head over to the gym. I should bring my camera with me, guys, but like I just need to get acclimated first because that adds on added pressure. Because I just feel like if you bring your camera to the gym, you need to know what you're doing. I don't want to record myself and I'm looking, you know, crazy. There's other fitness guru people who are out there for that, and you know, you can see them fail. But me, no ma'am.
What's her name? I don't know her name.
my workout was really good. I did the 30-30-30 workout circuit, and I did that for 30 minutes, and then I did some pulls with the little, like, it's like a rowing machine, but like, yeah, I did those pulls. Then I did some RDLs because those are my favorite, and then I also did some lateral raises, and I brought my ass home because I started to feel my body like kind of doing a lot. And again, like I said, I don't want to wake up tomorrow and be like extremely sore, because that's going to set me back. I know it's going to set me back because it's going to be like, oh my god, I'm so sore, like I don't want to do this again. So I probably went a little too hard, but I wanted to just, you know, get into the groove of things. Like I said, do like a semi-real workout and kind of see what time I naturally wake up tomorrow. The time right now is 8:52. I left there at 8:45, so I worked out for 45 minutes. So I'm thinking that I should do that, get back here by around 9, and just get straight to work. But there is a couple of things that I have to finish before I get into winding down for the night. One of those being the content for my job. I just need to make sure that it's all finalized. I have all my captions and everything. I've already shown you guys this like 5 times, but I built out a Google Sheet, and this is pretty much what it looks like. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but the caption, what type of piece of content it is, and then the check marks for when it gets approved, and she puts any feedback that she wants for me to do. And then I put this together so I can like visualize the feed as I'm creating the content. A genius, I know. Now mind you guys, I've been doing social media content creation for almost 4 years now. I started my junior year of high school, so I've been doing it, yeah, okay, no, 3 years. So the time is now like 11, and I'm out of the shower. This has been a game changer during the winter months. I just purchased this. It is the CeraVe moisturizing cream. It helps restore the protective skin barrier, and mine has been compromised because, as you guys know, I have like psoriasis/eczema, and it's just a nightmare. So I'm just trying to protect my skin barrier in these really harsh cold months. As you guys know, I live and swear by the rule that in the first 24 hours that you're back, you need to take everything out of your suitcase and put it in the hamper and put it in its respective place. So I started taking everything out of here. And don't overdo it. Like, don't do a whole bunch if you don't feel like doing a whole bunch. And I, if I'm being honest, do not feel like doing a whole bunch. Now at the end of every night, since we're in school, we need to practice putting all of our devices on the charger. So when I'm done filming, I will put my camera on the charger, because I'm assuming I will be like vlogging throughout the semester for you guys. Video is going to look super yellow right now because I have my sunset lamp on, but I wanted to show you guys this really cool book light that is a total game changer for those of you who are avid readers like myself. Read fiction, nonfiction. The only thing I can't read is history, okay? Can't do it. For those of you who have college roommates, like I live in a single, but I'm too lazy to get up and turn my light off, so like I'm actually gonna do that right now, because once I start reading, I just want to go to bed. When I tell you fiction makes you go to sleep, fiction makes you go to sleep. When you read nonfiction at night, it typically makes your mind keep racing because you're thinking of ideas, you're trying to think of, you know, resolutions, all types of stuff. A fiction book will have you sitting there just in a different world, and then it's kind of like watching a movie. Like eventually you doze off and you go to sleep. So I'm gonna finish reading my book, and I'll talk to you guys bright and early in the morning. Bye. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is now Wednesday and I woke up around 9 a.m. I just wanted to see what time I would naturally wake up just so I can start resting, because I know everyone wants to wake up 5 a.m., 6 a.m. and be super productive, but it's important that I'm getting enough recovery, enough sleep. Now that I know after I work out and work strenuously for like an entire day, I will wake up around 9 a.m. on Wednesdays. So that's good to know. So I caught up and I got straight to it. And my friend Gia's all things college flyer. She's having a college readiness boot camp on January 29th. So if you guys are interested in getting ready for college, you have a lot of questions about scholarships, applications, and whatnot. He is a full-time student at Spelman University studying economics. So if you guys are interested in her expertise, make sure to click the link in my description box. I'll have it down there so you guys can check it out. I just got ready. I just have on a really simple outfit, a flannel, a little slinky top from Pretty Little Thing, and some cargo pants. I like to be comfy during the week. On the weekends is when I step, and that's the beauty of going to a PWI. You literally get to wear whatever you want to around campus because no one's there to judge you, or at least anyone that you care about. So around 2 p.m. I have a social sync with my job because I'm still functioning as the social media manager until we find a full-time social media manager, and then I will fully transition into my new position as a digital community strategist. Kind of getting into the flow of things. So now I know around 1 p.m. every day on Wednesday I'll take a lunch, and whether that be like walking to the dining hall that's like really close, or whether that be making my own lunch in my room. I'm using these wheat sandwich thins, taking some tuna. This is the herb and garlic tuna. It is so good, y'all. Miracle Whip-Pay, Miracle Whop. I'll put some on there. Taking some pickle relish. So it's kind of like having your own tuna salad, but without actually making tuna salad. You just put the pickle relish on top of there. Now you guys are like, Rikki, this is worse than eating a goddamn bowl of noodles. No, it's not. Because I used to eat tuna salad for lunch, and I actually really enjoy tuna salad. So, no, it's not like that for me. It's a lot of tuna. So, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And then another thing that I love to do is dispose of my food immediately. All smells just fluctuate throughout the room. So when you warm up food, your room is going to momentarily smell like food. So for me, I like to dispose of stuff like this, boxes of food, anything. As soon as I'm done eating, I take it to the trash outside of my room. I don't just put it in the trash in my room. I take it outside of my room. That's the reason why I possibly couldn't have a roommate in college, because everyone is not. And that's not necessarily me being clean, but that's me being picky because I'm very particular about smells. You guys see I have plugins, I have room spray. I like for my room to smell very fresh and clean. For the most part, I don't want it smelling like food. To the dining hall and I grabbed some food. I just got a piece of mango salsa salmon. I got a piece of lemon chicken. I have some mashed potatoes, some beets. Today is Thursday. I completely forgot my camera back at home, and it is now what, 4:48 in the afternoon. I just got back. I tried to go to that class again, guys, and no one showed up. So I emailed my advisor to ask her if there's something going on with the class, like if there's something I don't know, because it's literally not even on my Carmen page. So I'm thinking that possibly it's just like a second session class, but it's an Italian cinema class. So I was assuming that it would be a full semester long course, but maybe it's just not. I don't know. So I'm just going to see what she says, but I just got back to my dorm. Like I said, today was a jam-packed day. I woke up at 8 a.m. and my class doesn't start until 9:35, so that gave me enough time to like wake up, get situated. I washed all my dishes, as you guys can see. I just have this little dish towel that I put all my dishes on after I've washed them so they can sit and dry. I have on this Sherpa pullover and an Ohio State t-shirt. I like to layer my clothes because the classrooms are super cold, and when I'm cold I get sleepy, so I just carried this around, and then I had on my yellow puffer jacket to walk to class, and that was warm enough. And that yellow puffer jacket is from Aerie, and my cream puffer jacket is from Target. So for those of you who may have questions about that, I thought I'd let you know. On Tuesday I did the 30-30-30, and I did legs and glutes, and I did a little bit of like some back and arms, but not too much. So I think today I'm gonna do like a dance workout and an ab circuit. Yoga mat from back here. This yoga mat was $5 from Target, and it's literally so cute. So let's cue the B-roll. Did actually get a chance to attend my other two classes today, which are really interesting. I'm taking a science of fluid class to fulfill my science GE requirement. We have to take 4 natural science classes for the business school, which is ridiculous, right? Very much so ridiculous, but my professor seems cool, so we'll see. And then I'm also taking a product design engineering class for entrepreneurs. It's to fulfill my entrepreneurship and innovation minor. And the class seems really cool. So far we've learned about the basics of the design process, and just like learning actual structure and like curriculum around what I've been doing is so fulfilling and so nice. So I'm super excited about that class because I feel like I've been kind of walking in the dark and just feeling my way around when it comes to my field of work, because there's not a lot of people, well, there hasn't been a lot of subject matter surrounding that my entire time that I've been in school. So I'm really excited about this class. I took another class my freshman year. So last semester was really just like a business core type of semester, and I will never do that to myself again because, I don't know, I just need balance. I need creativity and also like business core. But I'm trying to still switch over my major to strat comms, but I have to go through an entire process to switch my majors. Thing is, like right now I'm taking just minor courses in GE classes that will pretty much apply to whatever, either business or the new major, so I'm not wasting my time essentially. So I'm not too worried whether or not if I get in or I don't get in. It is competitive according to the website, so you know, but I feel like considering all of my involvements, all of the things that I've done, they all pretty much align with strategic communications. And I'm coming to find that marketing is more so about numbers, and strategic communications is more so about impact. And that's the side of things that I want to be on. Impact, PR, like people, not we're just trying to sell something. Because I don't care to sell anything. I care to make impact. I care to make change. I care to make connections, and that's more so a strategic communications thing, a PR thing, being a publicist thing, rather than a marketing thing. But if you guys have any insights on that, if there are any of you who are older than me who studied marketing or studied strategic communications, communications technology, anything along those lines, please feel free to give your spiel to me. Let me know what you think, what has helped you along the way with your career, because I feel like I'm walking in the dark. Like I said, I have no one really older than me that's kind of guiding me and holding my hand. One person I will say that I really, really look up to is the CMO of Peloton. She is a black woman and she is killing it, literally killing it. So I absolutely love her, as well as another creative consultant. Her name is Dania Taylor. I've been following her for literally years now, and just the way she thinks about creative problem solving parallels how I think. It parallels how I would approach certain problems and fixing them, and it parallels how I would approach marketing and PR and just creative strategy in general. So she's another person, but obviously I can't reach either one of them. So it's kind of hard out here for a pimp to figure things out. officially finished my first week. I just officially ended my first week. I'm so proud of myself, guys. This morning I woke up at 6:30 and I didn't get immediately on my phone, kind of just sat there with my thoughts, you know. It was just such a good feeling. I went to sleep around 9 p.m. yesterday. Now I kind of have a schedule for myself. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are my days that I have class and that I'll be working out. This morning I had a meeting with one of my account managers, and we just kind of talked about a client that we're working with. I went over their web design with her, so I now know that in the early afternoon, that is the time that I can work. Also for my business, so I can work on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for my business, and do school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then on Fridays from 12:40 to 3:40, I have a literary publishing class. It's so cool. We're going to be learning about the entire process from beginning to end on publishing a book, because as you guys know, I am a professional writing minor, and this is one of the kind of like elective courses that we got to choose, because there are like required classes, and then there's classes you get to choose within the minor. So I chose this one because it seemed really interesting. I want to someday publish like a self-help book or publish a magazine. So to be able to get these insights and learn some of these soft skills to go into, you know, this space and know a little bit more is exciting. And hopefully, you know, with the route that I'm going, I really want to just be huge and impactful for women like myself. To go into like a book signing deal and knowing through and through what the process looks like and knowing what I can do to make it more efficient, that I feel like will set me up better. I finally figured out a few things about my Science of Food class. So the reason why the professor hasn't been showing up, it's like a 2-hour class and he was nowhere to be found. So, you know, is because it is a second session course. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with that, there are session courses in addition to semester long courses. So session courses are about 6 to 8 weeks long, and they're either in the first half of the semester or the second half of the semester. So this one just so happens to be in the second half of the semester, which gives me a little bit more leeway because I literally have so much time open on my schedule now from 2 to 5 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays now to just work. So I'm so excited because Uni Days reached out to me, and we're going to be doing a live Q&A session on January 26th. So make sure you guys tune in. I will post more about it on my Instagram, but I'm so excited to be collaborating with them on this Instagram live event, talking about mental health as well as different ways that you can take care of yourself during the semester, because school can definitely take a toll on, you know, what you've got going on with life and all types of stuff. So I'm super excited about this. There are a lot of health and wellness brands that are reaching out to me. I'm supposed to be collaborating with a boob tape company because y'all, my boobs are, they be boobing, okay? And to be able to partner with them would be chef's kiss, just to show the girls how you can still rock the itty bitty titty committee type of tops when you got the bitties, okay, baby? Because we're going to get it together. So I'm super excited to work with them, but they just reached out to me, and I'm going to read the message. It says, "Hi there. I hope you're having the best day. My name is Molly, and I work at Mama Taro Apotheca. They're an exclusive and plant-based vaginal wellness line. Wow. I came across you on Instagram and think we would be a dream team. We would love to work with you. And full transparency, for this collaboration, we are able to offer you product and commission exchange for posting on your Instagram stories or grid. Let me know if you're interested or have any questions. I'd be happy to help." So, like I just said, I would like to have conversations centered around being that girl. So I'm going to like sit here and kind of sit on this idea for the next week and kind of strategize what I can do, because, you know, we're doing That Girl Radio and a lot of companies are reaching out to me and asking me to do free promo, and I feel like it'd be more beneficial for me to interject them into like my podcast and say like, hey, in light of Women's Month or in light of us becoming that girl, I have a very special promo code for you all. If you use this code, you can get X, Y, and Z for your vaginal health. You can get X, Y, and Z for your titties. You can get X, Y, and Z for your brain health, like all types of different stuff, because the products are great. They're just not able to pay me. And it's nothing for me to talk about something, but and interject and put it inside of a podcast, but it's another thing for me to actually produce content, take pictures, edit the pictures, post them, figure out the right time, figure out if it's going to flow with my feed, strategizing what I'm going to say. Like, that's a lot. But for me to just mention it in my podcast and to make like a blog post is nothing. So I'm trying to kind of like transition into that, because the whole Instagram thing and you sending me products for free, it's free marketing for these companies. And that's another thing that you have to realize as an influencer, is that you are doing free work for companies. They're getting away with highway robbery because they don't have to necessarily invest in normal ads, billboards, and all this other traditional marketing models that most businesses had to invest into at the startup. They're using influencers and they're getting away with it. And I feel like it's a conversation that needs to be had, and I would love to have it with a few other influencers on my Instagram. To date, the highest amount that I've been paid from a campaign is $1,000, and that's a lot of money, but it was also a lot of work. So you have to think to yourself, at my 9 to 5 or at my retail job, I'm making X amount of money for X amount of work. And first of all, never equate the two, because you're doing a lot of work on both ends. Just because influencing is taking pictures and posting it, it may look easy. It may look like it is very simple, but there is a lot of communication that goes into that and forth between you and the brand, coming to a consensus on what it is, what the expectations are of you for the end post. And depending on who you're working with, those guidelines may be very strict or they may be very fluid. So it just depends. And so I like to be very upfront in the beginning and say, in order for me and you to get the most out of this collaboration, I like to have the most creative control, because that helps me to be able to produce and to live in my zone of genius. Because if I'm continuously thinking about all these constraints of what I can and can't do, you already have framed up for me what it is you want me to do, then it just tells me that you don't respect, not that you don't necessarily respect me as a creative, but you don't trust me as a creative. And I would like to get to a point where brands just come to me and they say, hey, like, here's this, just do what you do. And a lot of brands do that. And they just kind of let me do what I do. But I would like to get to a point where it's just like a no-brainer. It's like, we know she's got it. Like, we don't even have to ask any questions. So I say all of this to say that when you are figuring out how much you want to charge or how much you want people to pay you, when it comes to your value as an influencer, you have to really consider what type of financial freedom you want, and also, you know, how you value your time. And I've had to realize that in this past year, that there is not enough of me to go around. I can't do 1,000 jobs for $250 just so I can make ends meet. I have to do so many strategic smaller projects or larger projects that are going to compensate me very well for my work, so that I'm not stretched too thin and I can still show up as 100% in each place and get the job done. Because at one point, I was working on so many different things that my work it was not where it needed to be. My heart was there and I had very well intentions, but I didn't have the bandwidth to really produce the caliber of work that I knew I could. So just keep that in mind. Like, it's one thing, like a lot of these companies will send you product and expect you to create a video within 2 weeks. Do you not understand that this is not my full-time job, one? How can I possibly create a video on your product in 2 weeks? And I don't even know if I like it in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? It's different if I go on a website and I order clothes and it's like, oh, I like those clothes. I have intentions and I have planned to wear those clothes. But if I already have a routine that does not involve your product, and you want me to, one, feel it out for myself and give my audience an honest opinion, you need to give me at least 3 to 4 weeks. And a lot of companies don't want to do that because they feel as though they're getting scammed. And if you feel like you're getting scammed, then you need to put the dollars to pay these influencers for their kind words, their time, and their efforts, and not only their efforts but their expertise. I was that person for years doing free promo and doing free gifted types of videos, but when I look back, it had nothing to do with my audience. There was really no return on investment for the company. And at the end of the day, influencing is a business. And me being a business owner, I'm thinking about, oh, what ambassadors do I want to have on behalf of the That Girl planners? What type of return on investment am I going to get if I reach out to her and have her post to her story using the That Girl planner? And you have to think about these things. And so I think about it as well for them. And I'm like, no, it's not making sense. Like, you just want me to waste my time, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to waste my time, my resources, and everything else for you on commission basis. And I'm not going to get any commission because my audience isn't going to buy it. Okay? Okay. But that rant was very long-winded, and I hope you all enjoyed it. But it is the reality of the situation, and you just have to get into your lawyer, your debate and hustling mindset and think to yourself, does this make sense? And if it doesn't, get out of there. Don't agree to it just because you want the free product. You at the end are going to end up spending so much more money by investing your time into producing this content when you could have been doing something else, than rather had you just purchased the product yourself. And I'm telling you guys, I don't want to just like shit on influencer marketing and all of that stuff, but I'm telling you, like, sometimes it makes more sense for you to just buy the product yourself and call it a day. Be very strategic about the partnerships you go for. And if that means waiting years to finally get the partnerships that look like what's going to benefit and align with your brand, then wait. Just wait. Your time will come. But if you're still in the works of building a portfolio for yourself and still trying to figure out how to create content in the first place, then by all means, take the gifted exchanges and figure out your style and ways in which you want to do flat lays, how you want to do B-roll, how you want to post things on your page when it's just like a really organic usage or whatever. Like, just figure out your style and way of posting, but be very wary of the types of products that you're taking. Does it match your aesthetic? You know, I'm not gonna say ibuprofen, send me a bottle and it looks like this and show this to my audience, because my audience, I mean, they're gonna buy ibuprofen anyway, but they're not inclined to buy something that looks like this. They want an ibuprofen bottle that looks very minimal and that screams That Girl. It has to be very eye-catching and aesthetically pleasing, not something like this, because there's so many alternatives that look like this. So I want to partner with brands that stand out on their own, and that just makes sense, that are the better alternatives to so many other things out there that will make my audience go, oh, wait, let me go to the description box right now, click, I'm buying. But rant over. My week is officially over. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I really enjoyed taking you guys with me throughout my first week of classes. It has been a wonderful ride, but I'm confident enough to say that I have found my groove. I'm back into my routine, and I'm so excited to see what the semester brings. If you haven't already purchased a That Girl planner, make sure to do so in the link in my description box. With the code That Girl, you can get $5 off, and I will be extending this offer to all of my subscribers for as long as I can. So, because I love you, make sure you use that coupon code. And as always, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and have that notification bell on so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And make sure to like this video if you really liked, you know, me taking you through a week in my life. And also comment down below some tips and tricks that you want to share with the other That Girls here on my channel so that we all can have a That Girl semester. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Rikki, get the fuck out of here. You serious?